So how close are we actually from stagflation? Without naming it directly, the Fed Chair Jerome Powell talked about the S word, a nightmare scenario for both the Fed and the U.S. economy. During his speech at Jackson Hole, Powell said the Fed is in a difficult position. The job market is weakening on one side, while inflation is going up on the other. However, unlike a recession, which is officially declared by the National Bureau of Economic Research, there's no organization that announces stagflation. There's also no strict definition, but many economists and banks break it down into two categories: mild and severe stagflation. Mild stagflation is generally defined by an inflation above 4 or 5%, a GDP growth flat or slightly positive, and an unemployment rate low but starting to rise around 4 or 5%. Severe stagflation, on the other hand, can be defined by a CPI above 8 or 10%, a negative GDP growth for multiple quarters, and an unemployment rate higher than 6 or 7%. Right now, the CPI is at 2.7%, the GDP growth is at 1.2% for the first half of the year, and the unemployment rate is at 4.2%. So we are not in stagflation, but the Fed is worried because all indicators are moving toward that direction. However, they believe the tariff inflation is likely to be a one-time bump, which is why they will likely cut in September.